In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal secrets about paying for your kid's college education that no college counselor, tax person, or financial planner knows, and no college admissions officer or college financial aid officer is willing to tell you. If you learn these secrets, you'll be able to send your kids to the best, most expensive colleges in America for pennies on the dollar. If you have a child or children in high school or junior college and you want them to go to a four-year college and get a good education so they can become successful in life, please watch this video carefully. It contains information that can be worth tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars because it can help pay for most, maybe all of the cost to send your kids to the top colleges and universities in America.
Hi, my name is Nadia Hajar and this is my mom.
Hey, I'm Toby.
And I just want to make this video to show my appreciation for Trevor Ramos. I worked with him this past year and he has been one of the most amazing people I've ever met. He has helped me through my college experience, my college exploration, I guess you would say, and he helped me with trying to find schools that I absolutely fell in love with. I had about 50 schools I was aiming towards. I broke it down to about 20 to even 15, and with his help, I was able to apply to a majority of the schools I wanted to, and I got into Dickinson College, which is everything I ever wanted in a school, and I would have never found out about it without Trevor's help. And he really helped me figure out exactly what I want in a school. And with his help, I was able to choose Dickinson, and I got a financial award with over $54,000, and which is amazing because one of the biggest factors for my college experience was versus going somewhere local or my dream of moving away across country and going to school, which is kind of harsh on my mom because she wants me to stay home, but nonetheless, I was able to receive a really good financial scholarship with Trevor's help, and I honestly couldn't have done it without him. So thank you so much for that. And I have to say, if you are looking for college help, just college research, whatever, if you're clueless about the college research process as I was, I would highly recommend Trevor, because without him I would be going somewhere local, or I wouldn't be in the same position as I am right now. And I have so much to be thankful for, for Trevor, because he has done amazing work with me, and I don't know what I would do without him.
It doesn't matter if you're making $100,000 per year or $1 million per year. Once you get off the phone with me, you can finally take a huge sigh of relief knowing that you're not going to have to spend all your hard-earned money sending your kids to college. Please let me explain. My name is Trevor Ramos, and I'm known for getting students into the best colleges in America and making sure their parents aren't stuck with a huge bill. I'm looking for a few dream clients this month, and that I can bring in massive amounts of free money to help pay for college. If you're that client, I will personally work with you and your child and get thousands of dollars in free money to attend the college of your child's dreams. You will pay just pennies on the dollar for an education that most people are willing to mortgage their homes, raid their retirement accounts, and go into serious double-digit interest rate debt for. And what's best about this is you're going to pay no money out of your pocket to find out how much free money you can get. Here's why. The first thing I'm going to do for you is find out what colleges your child wants to go to and how much scholarship money you need. Then I'm going to tell you exactly what you and your child must do to get accepted to these colleges with free money scholarships to attend. I will also tell you what your child needs to do to increase their chances of getting into our nation's top colleges and winning scholarship and grant money in the least amount of time. I may even suggest some schools right off the bat that I know will accept your child and give you scholarships and grants. There's no charge for this, and it only takes 45 to 60 minutes for me to find out how much free money you can actually qualify for. In the past 4 years, I've personally sent over 200 students to top colleges and helped them and their parents get the money they need. In fact, the first student I helped was myself. Ironically, I come from a family of teachers, and when it came time for me to think about going to college, my grades were so average that community college was my only option. But I wanted to go to a top private college, Boston University, that cost over $50,000 per year. With a 2.8 GPA, I quit the football and track team and spent hours at libraries and coffee shops and bookstores focusing on my grades and SAT scores. I also became an expert at finding out which colleges would give me free money and which colleges would ask me to take on student loans. What I learned paid off for me, and I can do the same for you. I became obsessed with college admissions and how to get scholarships and grants. My goal was to get into Boston University and get it paid for so I wouldn't have to graduate with almost $200,000 in student loans. What I learned was amazing and paid off big time. I got a full 4-year financial award valued at $178,000. It didn't cover all the cost, but I was able to graduate with a 4-year degree in accounting, owing just over $20,000 for all 4 years. I became so talented and successful at finding the money to pay for a kid's college education that I later created a company that specializes in getting kids into their top choice college and finding the money to pay for it. That company is appropriately called College Funding Remedies. The fact is that the amount of scholarships and grants and financial aid I've gotten parents personally are in the tens of millions of dollars. I have this running joke with some of my partners that if Bill Gates gave my company all the money he gives out in scholarships, for every student he gave a scholarship to, I could use that same money to get at least 30 students half and full rides to top colleges and universities. So if you know Bill Gates, tell him I have a proposal for him. But if you don't know Bill Gates, or can't get him to pay for your kid's education, no worries. I want to offer you and invite you to get a free college funding strategy session where I will personally work with you on how to lower your out-of-pocket cost on college dramatically, how to get your child a great education for pennies on the dollar, how to minimize or eliminate your student loan debt, how to protect your family and retirement asset accounts, and how to simplify this confusing, complicated, and long process. At the end of this initial planning session, one of 3 things will happen. 1, you will love my strategy and plan for you, and you will decide to implement it on your own. If this is the case, I'll be rooting for you and wishing you Godspeed and ask that you just send me a video telling me about your results. 2, you will love my plan and ask to become my client so that I can personally help you and your child get accepted and maximize your scholarships and grants. Or 3, in the unlikely, unprecedented event that you feel like you wasted your time, I'll write you a check for $100 as a payment for your time. I respect your time and attention. I don't have any intention of wasting it. It's really that simple. There's no catch. Well, I guess the only catch is that I can't physically handle more than 20 strategy sessions per month while still getting time to eat, sleep, and service my clients. Think about this. The worst that can happen is that you get $100 for wasting 45 to 60 minutes of your time. How awesome is that? I wish every decision could be this easy. It's basically a no-brainer. Here's how it'll work. First, we get on the phone and go over your questions, concerns, aspirations, and situation. Then, I'll ask you a couple of questions so that I can analyze your case and see what's possible. Once I understand what's going on, I'll help you come up with a strategic college funding plan to decrease your college expenses dramatically. There are a number of ways I might do this for you. I might just look at your child's GPA and SAT scores and find schools that are willing to give you at least $20,000 to $40,000 per year. Or I might just ask a couple of financial questions like your income and your assets and find out which schools would give you scholarships and grants. As you can see, I can do this in my sleep and I don't even charge any money for this. The big question is, why would I offer this to parents? 2 reasons. First of all, I love doing this. I mean, there's really no better job in this world than getting paid to send students to top colleges all over the country and helping their parents save 6 figures on tuition. Some of these students will become world leaders and essential to their local communities in just a few years, partly because of my help. And second of all, it's how I find new clients. Here's how that works. Assuming you're happy with the strategy and college plan I create for you and want me to get started sending your child to a top college and getting free money to pay for it, and I see that I can live up to my promise, I will invite you to become a client. I'm not cheap, but if I can't save you at least 5 times what you pay me for each year your child is in college, I won't take you on as a client. Besides, if you don't want to become a client, don't worry about it. I'm not going to give you a high-pressure sales pitch and bug you every week for the rest of your life. If we're not a match, we're not a match. No hard feelings. We'll still be friends. In fact, here's my huge promise to you. I'm so confident in my skills and ability to let you know up front if I can get your child accepted to one of the top colleges in America with free money, scholarships, and grants to pay for the lion's share of the cost, that I'm offering you a solid risk-free guarantee. If you don't find our meeting valuable, I'll write you a check for $100 immediately for your time. Now, obviously that's an amazing offer, which probably you'll never see from any other quote-unquote scholarship guru. But I'm really confident that at what I do, that just by asking a few questions from you, I'll know whether it's worth our time to get together. Think about it. I'm personally generating a strategic plan to get your child's college education paid for with scholarships and grants for free, and then letting you pay me later if and only if you decide to request my help implementing this plan. Plus, I'm taking it one bold step further by guaranteeing you'll find this free plan immensely valuable, or I'll pay you $100 just for your time. Who does that? I'll tell you who does that. Someone who really knows what they're doing and doesn't make promises that they can't deliver on. My clients are always happy and they get results they couldn't get on their own. Their testimonies are awesome and my track record is stellar. Why? Because I know how to take on the right kinds of clients and I don't make promises I can't keep. Period. That's the number one rule in business that for some reason many people don't get, and that's why I'm America's #1 top college funding consultant. My stuff works, and I know that if we work together, you'll be thrilled with the result we get for your child or your children. Consider this. Here's a parent whose student had a 2.6 GPA and didn't have the athletic ability to command an athletic scholarship because he was not a Division I athlete. Despite that, we were able to help her and her son get $28,202 per year to attend Pacific Lutheran University. Here's what she had to say. Dear Trevor, I've been meaning to write you and thank you for all your help getting our son into a great four-year college. Cameron's grades were not all that great, 2.8, and you helped him choose which schools he should apply to based on not only what he wanted to do with his life, but extracurricular activities, most notably swimming. Pacific Lutheran University accepted him and offered him $14,000 in scholarships and another $11,000 in financial aid, nearly 50% of the cost of attendance. With your help, Cameron is attending a good college that we can afford. Thanks so much for everything, Trevor. You made it work for us. Sincerely, Carol and Hal W. Let's do another.
My name is Isaac Reynoso. I go to San Dimas High School. Well, I went to San Dimas High School, and I'm going to George Washington University this fall, and I went for Trevor Ramos as he was my college planner. He really helped me out. He gave me tools that really helped me get into schools that I wanted to get into. I ended up getting to George Washington University, Colgate University, American University, Boston University, and Seton Hall University. And of those schools, they all gave me about $40,000 each.
In fact, I got a full ride to Claremont McKenna, so thank you very much, Trevor.
At the University of Southern California, I'm receiving $21,500 in financial aid.
CPAs, financial advisors, SAT tutors, and high school counselors frequently recommend me to their students and parents. I'm often asked to speak at entire high school student bodies along with their parents. National Public Radio's financial show Marketplace Money brought me in as a consultant. The list keeps going and growing. I don't say this to be arrogant or to stroke my own ego. In fact, I'm naturally one of those people that shies away from a lot of attention. I'm telling you all this so that you can trust and rely on the information I'm giving you, and know that what I'm telling you is true and can work for you and your child. So as you can imagine, I get a lot of phone calls and applications for my service, and that's why I need you to listen to this part carefully. I'm not for everybody. Here's how I can help. Number one, a parent who understands the value of a great education and wants their child to get into the best college they can. What does this mean? It means that if the only way you would be willing to send your child to a good four-year college is if it basically costs you nothing, I'm not your guy. I'm definitely not going to do anything illegal or unethical to lower your cost. And in this world, you get what you pay for, so sending your kid to the cheapest college is not going to give them the best opportunities. But if you want to put your child in an environment that will open doors for them at a fraction of the cost, then this is perfect for you. 2. I can help you if you and your child are serious about saving money on college expenses. This means if you're going to make it so that I have to hunt you down all the time just to help you get free money for college, it's not going to work out. 3. I can help you if you and your child are open-minded about your college list. This means that if you only want to attend one university and one university only and you want to get a scholarship there, I can't promise that because we have to look at a few universities so we can have multiple opportunities. Plus, no one can guarantee admissions to a prestigious college. 4. I can help you if you and your child are willing to follow my instructions exactly. Don't worry, I won't ask you to do anything weird. It's just I've worked with enough students to know that if you try to approach this with the what's the least I have to do attitude, you won't do well here. The kids that get the most awesome results in my program are always the ones that followed all my directions to a T, not the ones with the highest GPA and SAT scores. And that's it. If you're fine with that, then it's time to find out how much money you can get and where you want to go to school. So if you're interested in a strategy session where I will personally work with you on how to lower your out-of-pocket cost on college dramatically, how to get your child a great education for pennies on the dollar, how to minimize or eliminate your student loan debt, how to protect your family assets and retirement accounts, and how to simplify this confusing, complicated, and long process, please click the link below that says Sign Me Up. Complete our strategy session form. Think of a time when your family is available. We will tell you what times we are available for us to talk to you, your spouse, and your child. If you're unsure what you, your spouse, or your child's schedule looks like, be sure to choose a few options. You'll be given a strategy session questionnaire to fill out prior to our meeting. This will allow me to calculate how much money you can save. Meetings are held Tuesday through Friday, 10:15 a.m. to 6:15 Pacific Standard Time. If you have any questions, you can call 626-657-7887. That's 626-657-7887. Anyway, I want to thank you for watching our video. We also want to congratulate you on finding us, and we promise that you'll be very pleased with your experience.
I'd just like to thank Trevor for all the help that you've given us. Nadia is our last child going into college, and the only regret I have is that we didn't find you when our first daughter was going into college. We have one that just finished at Cal State San Bernardino, 100% out of our pocket. Our second one at Cal Poly, 100% out of our pocket. We were at a dilemma how we were going to afford, pay him for a third tuition, and Nadia had high goals for herself, and we wanted to do everything possible to help her with that. And we had the wonderful opportunity to work with Trevor, and what was really neat is they didn't just tell us what it was that we needed to do. They actually gave us work that she had to do, made her research the schools, talk to the professors, get her name out there, so that way when the schools, the applications came across their desk, it wasn't just, oh, this kid's interested in our school because of the name. They really know what our department is, what we have to offer, they're very inquisitive, and so that taught us a lot. And we feel that the school that she has decided to go to is really going to provide her with the best opportunity, and honestly, without Trevor's help, I don't think that would have been possible. So for that, we do thank you.
Thank you.
Doesn't cry.
I won't.